We've been fighting back and forth in the Yankees whole situation that's happening right now.
Okay.
Because for years I've said I hate Cashman and I hate Boone and I hate that the Yankees construct the same team every year. That's happening. What's happening right now?
Could be over by the time this airs, but yes,
a realistic fan. You know, like that's what I see myself as. Like we've won the championships, all right? Like we don't have to be delusional anymore. Let's just be real. We know the sport. We know baseball. We know what's going to work and we know what's not going to work. And this has not worked for the past, 20 years.
You're right. You're right.
Since they lost, to the Diamondbacks. Like it's the same team over and over again.
Yeah. You're either hot, or there's nothing at all.
So we've been going back and forth. I think he's okay. I gotta hit him up and see.
Okay.
Then we got to mix him into that schedule.
Yeah, we got a tight schedule.
Next week's a doozy.
You think it's going to happen? That's the first question.
We got to start that right now.
What if I'm by myself because nobody shows up?
No, one of them is definitely showing up. He's probably waiting outside right now.
It's going to be so late. Ugh.
All right, so we haven't done this in a while. The recap of where we are from a standing standpoint. I feel like this is lost in the mix.
Yeah, we had to bring in a whole wrecking crew to get our records together.
So you're in the lead right now.
Of course I am.
13-11.
Thought it was
which is nice. 2 games over 500. 6 games under 500.
It's a lot of games.
A lot of ground to
make
up.
It's a couple weeks.
Yeah, but what happens the one week I start making 5 picks when you only have 3?
Oh, we're allowed to do that? That's as many as you can fit into the time?
Well, apparently Sean only needed 2 picks last week.
He should get negative picks for that. He should get negative record.
So you're I'm 9-15. You're 13-11. Katie is 1-5.
Is she allowed back?
Or did she go 2-1 that one week? I don't know.
She's going to yell at us if you're wrong. I'll tell you that right now.
She's either 1-5 or 2-4. Still not good. And then Tripp should have 6 picks, but he only has 5. He's 4-1. Which I guess technically he's in the lead.
He would have definitely been 4-2. There's no way he would have got all those right.
But the reality is, and maybe we got to change the whole format of the show, is that I'm doing better than I've ever done with making money.
Me too.
So like this bullshit, I mean, definitely listen, we'll make the picks, whatever. But it's not really about that.
It's hard because it's on Tuesday. A lot of things change when you're there Saturday night, Sunday morning.
You think that's it?
Making bets. I think so.
Not for me.
You know what else is changing? You also alt lines. We don't alt lines.
Yes.
That makes the betting a lot better.
That's a big thing.
A lot easier too.
You got to game the system somehow.
Yeah, why don't we start alt lining here?
Well, maybe I'm gonna.
You only allowed a certain percentage.
We'll see. Maybe that's a little foreshadowing for today.
All right.
But I also have this new rule, right? Like we were talking about last week. Like I've been taking money out. Like I've been taking money out of my FanDuel account, right? So my new rule is by 12 o'clock on Sunday, by 12 o'clock on Sunday, I gotta be all in.
What do you mean?
I want to look at the bottom account balance and it's 0.
Why?
Because it makes me like at least I'm thinking through those picks and I'm making somewhat educated decisions. I'm doing a little bit of research. If I have any amount of money, like what happened this week? So I was at 0 at 12 o'clock. I had all my money in.
Right.
And by like 1:30, 1:45, nothing's hitting for me.
Right.
Like, I'm like, fuck, I'm terrible at this. No touchdowns are being scored that anybody I had. Right. My regular bets are losing. And like in that situation, I'm going to start panicking and putting more bets in.
See, I don't think you should though. Live betting is way too dangerous.
Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of like it though.
Well, no, then you definitely need to have a 0 balance.
First Down Dawgs.
Yeah. So
my question is, what about the Sunday night games though? So like, so you'll put more money in by 7 o'clock.
I'm going to win a little bit of money back.
But I'm saying if you don't.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't had to do that yet. We'll find out when we cross that path. No, because the problem is that like it's really not that much money. It's like I'm putting all those parlays in, and then I strategically choose straight bets from those parlays, where at least I'll win a little bit of money back.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking like, all right, if I'm putting a $25 parlay in, I'm going to put $10 on a couple of those straight so that I can at least win back my money.
Gotcha.
So it's all strategic. It's all strategery.
It's good. It's good that you take the time to do it and you're not doing it in your car anymore.
No, that's the worst when you're driving.
Yes,
and,
it is the worst.
And have had a 24-ounce Voodoo Ranger.
I'm loving Saturday nights. Like Saturday night, everybody's sleeping. I'm having a cigarette. I'm looking at the lines and making some parlays. Why is that funny? I can't do it Sunday morning. Sunday morning's too chaotic.
I just picture it in my head.
It looks like exactly the way you're picturing it.
Like you in like a basement with like shag carpeting, paneling on the walls, like an old school like Camel ashtray. You know, Budweiser cans all over the place. Maybe like a pool light.
That I can swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool with the smoke. It looks good.
Yeah, no, that's actually this week I was like calm. I had everything in late Saturday, first thing Sunday morning, the latest. It was nice.
Yeah, I do a little bit Sunday morning, but mainly I'm like Saturday night, I'm teeing up. I got most of my shit. I get too excited. Like I already have my jet bet in for this Thursday already. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I get too excited.
You bet on the Jets?
I am. I am.
The other thing with the live bet is that I'm just aware of the marketing engine of like FanDuel.
Okay.
Because like a lot of the podcasts I listen to, regardless of whether they're gambling podcasts, there's like FanDuel advertisements on there.
Yep.
And then I'm also noticing like when I'm looking at TikTok and Instagram, they're promoting the like next drive results.
Yeah.
Because those odds are crazy.
The odds are crazy.
And in my mind, and like Mike Welch, this guy who hit this huge bet this week, he's kind of putting me onto them. Like, you know, fucking Garrett Wilson to catch 2 passes and Breece Hall to catch 1 on a drive. That seems easy.
It seems easy, but it could also be a 3 and out.
And it's big money. Yes, or that.
It could also be a 3 and out.
But if you can string two catches and 1 catch from one team on a drive, and then the other team 2 catches and 1 catch, life-changing money. Often not that much money going in.
That's crazy.
And it makes it fun.
I kind of know. You like that. You love that. I got a guy who's betting on first quarter props.
Yeah.
He's throwing in a bunch. And at the beginning when he was doing it, I'm like, you're asking for too many things in the first quarter. The first quarter is the quickest quarter. Like that thing flies right by and you're asking for 10 yards, 5 yards, 10 yards, you know, out of control. So I did it once or twice and it's chaotic. It's so chaotic.
But one thing that we got to just like pay homage to is National Tight End Day.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. It's every year and it really comes true. I didn't even do it on purpose, and I hit like 5 tight ends.
I mean, I knew it was happening. Actually, subconsciously, I didn't know that it was happening, but I was like, I'm going to play the tight end rule this week. And then someone on Saturday was like, oh, it's National Tight End Day.
Right.
And I'm like, what does that mean? You know, like I remember it, but I don't remember much about it.
Do you think they really targeted the tight ends because it's tight end week?
Every fucking tight end scored this weekend, I feel
They
like.
did.
Every single one.
I
know so many people that hit parlays on that National Tight End Day thing.
So does that mean next year we're all in for it, and we're all gonna put $100 on a parlay, and everybody loses?
Think it's set up?
I don't know.
I'm gonna remember it because it was a glorious day.
I know you hit some good. You hit a good one.
When's National Fullback Day? You think?
Let's just go for wide receiver day.
Are there any fullbacks anymore?
There is a couple on a couple teams. They have those big white fullbacks. Not many though.
Feels like a lost position.
And whenever they get the ball, you're really hoping they hold on to it. You really just hold on to that ball. You don't get it much.
Remember that position? Well, I feel like they also use like linemen in that spot now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
they're playing games. Do you have a place you go to for betting inspiration, like Reddit, TikTok, anywhere?
No, not. I honestly don't. I have 2 guys online that I watch their YouTube show. They go on twice a week. Sorry that I don't know the name, but they're pretty good.
Great plug.
Yeah, I do need to know the name, but they're pretty good. I like their feel on the games, and no, I go on like hunches of like people that are due for things.
All right.
I mean, it's kind of lame. I don't have much time to watch it. I don't listen to anybody on the Fan because I think they're all horrible.
Yeah, those people that are
they're
just
terrible.
Like, if you're just like an all sport radio guy or podcast guy, ugh,
Yeah,
don't.
they just say, hey, it's Friday night football, Friday afternoon football. Let's make a couple stupid picks.
I used to place all my bets or I'd jump in and listen to JJ and Joe Benigno.
Okay, yeah. Don't ever listen to Joe Benigno. That's ridiculous.
No, what's funny is you think that's bad? He kicks the shit out of JJ
Does
every
he
year.
really?
He beats him every year.
Oh my God, I feel like JJ would know more. I feel like he would know more.
I've been hearing a lot of people I talk to. There's crazy Reddit threads.
Oh, they're really?
Yeah, with these tables and charts and shit. And I'm I just go to TikTok.
But what are you seeing on TikTok?
Well, our TikTok account, the First Down Dawgs TikTok account, follow all that shit, subscribe to it.
Okay.
But when I'm on there, because we're posting that shit, I'm just getting nonstop picks.
Yeah, I see a couple, mainly on Instagram though. It's these top 5 plays, but I don't know who the fuck these people are. And sometimes it sounds like a robot. I feel like it's fake.
I don't pick them, but it is a robot voice. I don't go along with them, but it starts to give me some inspiration, and that's where I go to.
Soon it's going to be that guy who's want to check out these fucking things? Check pick these 3.
Yeah, that disgruntled voice.
Yes.
Something else I was thinking a lot about too is obviously the Jets aren't in the best situation right now.
Not right now.
Right?
Not right now.
I'm thinking also about the Giants too.
Okay.
What happened last night. So this weekend, Giants lost to the Steelers. I don't know how the Steelers are still winning. They're playing not great teams. I get that part. But
that's the take.
I was thinking back to last year with the whole Tommy DeVito thing.
Yeah.
You gotta you don't win games.
Yeah, I don't think they should win games either.
Jaden Daniels could be the Giants quarterback.
Absolutely.
And that's where I'm at with the Jets now. It's stop trying to win games.
But the Jets are worse off because you have too many people that aren't going to come back, right?
Well, that's fine, but we got to start somewhere. If you got to I need a guy in my front office who's glued to college football, which I know nothing about right now.
Right.
And that draft last year seemed pretty loaded up.
Yeah, but you had 2 quarterbacks. You had 2 first-round quarterbacks that didn't work.
I'm not talking about the Jets right now. I'm just talking about franchises in general.
That are losing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's and as a fan, it's what do you think Tommy DeVito is going to be?
Nothing.
You lost a franchise quarterback.
Because he won 2 games?
Because you got excited about this guy who's fucking likes mozzarella,
See, I feel like that's a New York thing. We get behind stupid shit. They just get behind stupid things.
That move, and we were talking about it. I mean, that clip that we had that has the most views is it. But putting this guy in and him going on a little bit of a run set your franchise back 10 years.
But what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to try and lose?
I think so.
No, you can't try and lose.
I think
what's
you gotta.
the sense of practice?
You got to game it a little.
You're going to be practicing. You're going to be losing. It's a big waste of time, and it's a lot of money that they're paying.
Yeah, but who cares?
It's
the future.
I never had that experience because Pittsburgh usually wins. So I mean, it's not really a thing that we think about.
Yeah,
we don't think about exploding everything.
That must be nice. It must be very nice.
It is nice.
I saw a graphic last night during the game of the the fucking Steelers coach thing. It's just crazy.
Oh,
it's 3 coaches.
I love it.
That's insane.
65 years, 3 coaches.
But you know who the Jets' next coach is going to be?
Rex Ryan?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I'm here for it.
I hope so.
I'm here for it.
That'd make me like the Jets again.
Yeah, that's what we need.
How do you like that Katie said that she likes your coach 2 weeks ago and they're on a 3-game streak? Do you think she still likes him?
I don't even know who the coach is anymore. Nor do I want to.
I just want to say real quick, Jared Goff, 18 incompletions in his last 5 games.
It's
12
crazy.
12 TDs, 1 interception.
But he also has 15 attempts. He doesn't throw the ball that much.
It's fine.
It's crazy.
It's fine.
Who did I see?
It's a well-oiled machine.
Was it Richardson's? Yeah, Richardson, who's now benched for Flacco.
Right.
And
what did he
also
do?
talked himself out of the game because he was tired.
Did he really say I was tired?
You don't aware about that?
Nope.
In the 4th quarter, he said he was just mentally, physically, emotionally exhausted, and he took himself out of the game.
Isn't he in the 2nd year of his life?
2nd year.
Wow.
Now he's benched for good. Well, at least for this game.
That's awful.
But I think his thing was he was 8 for 40. Something like that. Something crazy like that.
He was just throwing it to the ground. Maybe he's trying to lose. Who knows?
All right, to the picks.
You must go first with that record.
Oh, I was just about to ask, do I go first? I knew the answer. All right. Hopefully these are from the right week because I was confused. This is week 8 or week 9. All right, Denver and the Ravens. Ravens are 9.5-point favorites.
It's a lot.
AFC is a wild time right now.
It usually is.
There's like 3 or 4 teams that are above 500 and everybody else is below 500.
Yeah.
And there's divisions that are wrapped up. Bills
up by
done.
4. It's amazing.
Texans done. They're not fucking.
But the Texans are dying.
Yeah, they
inside.
are. They are. I'm going to try some stuff here. I'm going away because obviously nothing's working. And it's too early for me to get like props on players, which is really what I want to pick. But
I think you got to do that with Katie here to mess her up.
No, I can't though. It's not. There's nothing out there right now.
Oh, that's true. That you could like tag on to. Just do a touchdown, guys. Just
I'm gonna go.
These guys are gonna get a touchdown.
I'm gonna go Denver to score first, plus 154.
Out of all the bets, that's what you're going with? Denver to score first?
Because I need positive, I need some good odds.
Opening this situation, you're going to like blow Tripp's mind. Like, because now he's not going to know what to do.
It's a whole new year. It's a new format. Everything's new.
I'm going to stick with our regular method.
Okay.
That's what the show was about in the beginning. I'm going with Tripp's team, actually. Miami's going to Buffalo. They obviously looked much better last week with Tua.
Made it through.
He should not run.
Yes.
He should not run. And
scary.
It's very scary. But I think 6.5 is a little much for Buffalo. Buffalo's been riding on a high note. I think Miami's got to get it together if they want any chance to get back into the playoff swing. I'm going Miami plus 6.5. I hate that it's in Buffalo, but it's okay.
That's a good bet. And also the Dolphins, the Bills just own the Dolphins.
That's fine.
I think they've won the last 5 games, and I think they've won 4.
Why don't you tell me that stuff before I make my pick?
No, that's in
I
your
thought
favor.
you said the Bills.
No, the Bills own the Dolphins.
Oh, so now they're due to lose. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like that.
I'm also jumping in on this game. I'm going first half total touchdowns for the Dolphins. Over 1.5, plus 174.
So much.
2 touchdowns in the first half.
I think that's easy.
Plus 174.
Doesn't it sound easy?
It does. We'll find out on Sunday.
Plus 2. They got 2 running backs now. Mozart's getting in there.
Everybody's back. Also, the Dolphins have had the easiest schedule, and they're still 2 and 6.
Still 2 and 6.
It's crazy.
Oh, man. All right, you're making this very difficult for me to listen to because you're having these bets, and I got to wait until the whole game's over. Bears in Arizona is a pick'em. Arizona has, I think you said it last week, Kyler Murray has not won back-to-back games in probably 2 years, I think. Mm-hmm. So they beat Miami last week in Miami. The Bears, I saw the stats. Their defense alone is astronomically better than Arizona. I'm picking the Bears in Arizona to come back from that horrid loss in Washington.
That's risky.
It is risky.
I think the Bears are like,
they fought all the way back to take that lead in Washington.
They're not good.
They got a lot of players.
They're not good.
What do you mean they're not good?
I think their Bears are completely overrated.
I don't think they're using their tools right. Keenan Allen and the rookie wide receiver, they're not even getting the ball yet.
Yeah.
And Swift looks remarkable.
I think the Bears are going to finish last in that division despite the way they started.
Oh my gosh. I wish we could make a bet on that.
Vikings, Packers.
I don't think they will. I think the Vikings are fucking...
We'll see. All right, my last game, Indianapolis at the Vikings. Vikings are 5.5-point favorites.
Joe Flacco thing? Yeah.
Yep. Joe Flacco's coming in. Richards is sitting down.
How'd you get bets on Joe Flacco already?
No, just remember. The Minnesota Vikings defense has struggled recently, but Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford, 2 of the best quarterbacks.
Jared Goff?
That's what they lost.
Against them, you're saying?
Okay. Challenging game here. I'm going to go Indianapolis to be winning at halftime, but Minnesota to win the game outright, plus 600.
That's a tough bet. Plus 600?
It's also one of my favorite bets.
Do you do it often?
Yeah, I do it on the Steelers a lot. The Steelers win this one a lot. Oftentimes they're losing at halftime and then they win the game. I think last year, 10 times they won that bet.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So Colts first half win in the first half. And then the Vikings to win the game.
Flacco gets a little tired.
Plus, yeah, he's old.
I got it. Plus 600. That's good odds right there. All right, that's very interesting. I already forgot what your other pick was. I'm picking Tampa Bay in Kansas City because it's plus 9.5, and I think Baker Mayfield could still score points. 7-0, fucking KC. Something's got to happen. 9.5.
First Down Dawgs.
Or you could have just not done that and then just had 2 picks and not told us. And
Yeah,
then you
I
would
kind
have
of wanted that pick, though.
Could have went 2-0, just like fucking Tripp did.
All right, if I lose my first 2, the Tampa Bay pick doesn't count. I forgot what your first pick was.
I got Denver to score first.
Denver to score first against Baltimore.
Yep.
I don't like that one. I like your second pick the best.
First
2
half total
TDs,
touchdowns, Dolphins.
2 TDs for the Dolphins in the first half. That's a good one.
I'm betting these straight, and I might not be able to parlay these.
I don't think you're going to be able to parlay that first half, second half one.
It's all right. I'll parlay the other 2. We'll see.
We can't. I was going to talk about Sam Darnold, but we can't.
Next week, I'm in Chicago.
How do you feel about my soccer kids crying after a loss?
I respect that.
You respect that?
Yeah. But you think it's like they care so much, or?
Well, yeah, they care, but why do they act like assholes during practice, and then you cry when you play like shit?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I think that's a coaching lesson.
Well, how do I switch that? How do I
stop acting like, if you don't want to cry after the game,
right?
Don't act like an asshole. Like, remember when you were crying like a fucking baby, after the game?
Like a baby.
Now's the time where, like, stop fucking chasing the butterfly and, like, get your hand out of your butt.
Jake got in the car and he's like, they were all crying. He's like, should I be crying? I'm like, do you feel like crying? He's like, no. I'm like, then you don't have to cry. It's just a game. You'll get over it.
Could go both ways.
You learn something from this experience. It's not fun to lose. It's never fun to lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shaking those hands when you lose is horrible. It's a horrible feeling, I think.
Yeah, but you got to go through that shit in life.
Absolutely. And you got to learn from it.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I mean, I don't think I should be mad the whole day about this game, right? I was like, no, you don't have to be mad about it because I wasn't saying anything. Usually I like review the game, and usually we win, you know? He's like, why aren't you saying anything, Dad? I was like, because you guys played like crap, and it's noticeable.
You don't lose a lot.
We don't lose. Oh, we lost last year. We lost because we were in a tough division last year. Same kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could go either way. Could go like, wow, I appreciate that you guys care so much. A little bit of a lesson. Also, don't be a pussy.
Don't be a pussy. Don't look like that on the field. Like, don't cry on your bench. It's not a championship. We didn't lose a championship.
Right.
You just lost one game.
Yeah.
If you grinded it out and you worked hard, like I noticed that with like this World Series when the Yankees are gonna cry.
They're not gonna cry.
You don't think they care, right? Millionaires, they don't give a shit.
It's totally different. You might get somebody like, if it's
Volpe.
a 7-game,
Volpe would cry.
If it's a 7-game series,
yeah,
and it's close, I mean, there's nothing to cry.
You don't
about.
cry at 4-0?
No.
Okay.
You got fucking waxed.
I didn't notice that. I wonder at dugout because it's a long season.
You got waxed.
What do you think? I don't mean to make the show longer, but the brotherhood of baseball, especially. Like, do you think they're just in there? Like, it's a totally different world than ours, right? Like,
you mean like them being friends and shit?
Yeah.
I don't think they are, though.
Why do you say things that make me feel so sad?
I think that some of them are, like the younger ones.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're all friends and they all barbecue and shit, but don't you think they know each other, like, better than most people?
I don't think so.
No?
I think that, like, as soon as they get some money, it's over.
Okay.
And plus, they're, like, married. They have lives and shit.
Well, I mean, I might cry now.
But the young ones, I see. You know where I saw it is I watched that Netflix, and this is like not the same
Game
thing.
Sevens?
No, the starting 5. It was like the documentary about the NBA season last year.
Oh, I thought it was the Michigan guys.
And those guys, it's very obvious that and maybe it was a very like singular. It was like 5 players, like Jimmy Butler, LeBron, Anthony Edwards. I didn't feel the team camaraderie whatsoever. Okay. But I mean, those guys you're talking about, gigantic stars.
Yeah. And that's why I say a lot of it, like baseball hits me more, I think, because there's more of them.
Yeah.
And it's a long fucking season.
Yeah.
It's a lot of travel.
They're all fucking long.
Yeah.
They're all long.
They play every day, though.
But I think it's like, I think that is the turning point, though. Like the stardom of the player and the money of the player.
You're probably right.
So.
All right. Good luck week 9. Right?
Is this week 9?
Good luck in week 9.
I don't even know what I picked.
First Down Dawgs.
Sound like an old sailor.
Yes. It sounds like an old sailor.